A boy in school. I may have told you this before, but it fits right here. We were out on the playground, and I got into something with a guy whose name was David Wills. David was almost 6 foot tall in middle school, husky and big, and he was the playground bully. And one time, I got into a little something with him. He had a jealousy problem to begin with because God has always had favor on my life, even as a little boy. And sometimes you run into folk who just want to start something because they know God's got your bubble floating and they just want to bust your bubble. I've got a witness? So he started something, and I knew I couldn't whoop him, but, you know, if the word went home to Daddy that somebody was pushing and hitting and shoving, and all you did was keep walking and running, better not run, he going to take you back to the spot. You don't hear me. He might take you to his house. That's before the grace got in his life. And say, come out here and make you fight right there in his front yard all over again. So I knew I better not try to back down. Are you listening? But there was some grown-ups and some coaches and some teachers on the playground, and they said, what's going on over there? And I sure was glad. And broke it all up, and David looked at me and said, after school, man. And that was both the longest day and the shortest day. For the rest of that day, it was the longest day because all I did was think about after school. It was the shortest day because it came too fast. So there we was. School was over, and my friend Glenn came to me and said, "Man, what you gonna do?" I said, "Well, I guess I got to have a fight today." You know you can't whoop David. I said, yeah, but I can't whoop my daddy either. I guess I just got to have a fight today. Glenn say, ain't nobody never whooped him, man. What you gonna do? I said, I got to have a fight, man. I got to fight. And so Glenn started running, and I said, man, where you going? He said, I'm going to the high school. And I can just see him now like it was just yesterday. He blazed across the playground and went several blocks at top speed to the high school and told my big brother. My big brother was running with some boys who had cars, and so they got in cars, and the fight always happened at this park. So there I was walking in stride. Other folk by my side said, boy, you're going to get beat up today. I said, I got to fight, man. I just got to fight. And so I can see David standing in the park, and other folk were saying, there he goes, there's Monty. And David started walking to the edge of the park, and here I come. I rolled up my sleeve. I got to fight today. And by the time I got on the grounds of the park, I heard cars coming around the corner. And my brother jumped out of the car, and he began to draw near, and he said, what's going on? I said, man, I got to have a fight. He said, yeah, you sure do, because Daddy better not hear you didn't. You can't run. I understand what you got to do, but say, do what you got to do. And he walked back over to the car. I could see him and his friends just leaning against their car. Because I got to have a fight. And so David looks over there, and he looks, and what he realized is that I had some power on my side. And he looked at me and he said, next time, man, don't you do what you did. I said, well, I mean, you know, I didn't start this. You started this, and now we got to fight. And he said, no, we ain't going to fight. But next time, don't you do what you did. Don't you say what you said. And he walked off. He didn't lose no reputation. Because he was Big Bad David. Have I got a witness? But there I was. I didn't lose any reputation either. Because I showed up for the fight. And I had some power on my side. Somebody here listening to me now, you got to stop running from your problems. Show up for the fight. Ain't nothing but the devil. Call that devil out. You got some power on your side. Stop running. Show up. Show up. Look at your neighbor and say, show up. Go there. Show up. Be there. Face to face in the name of Jesus. You got his might.